El Zoom ou...
Boa tarde, galera! Então, vamos embora, vamos jogar, vamos brincar. Let's go, let's play, let's have a little bit of fun today. Toque Salvento Grande in regional, played with regional berimbau, sung with a corrido. Another toque from Capoeira regional, which is used in their roda frequently, is the toque de banguela. The toque de banguela is for a game that is lower, closer, and has more control over the movements that you give your partner. You try to avoid hitting your partner by allowing them an escape, versus Salvento Grande, where the idea was to not let your partner escape. And so, Banguela. Banguela, created by Nestle Bimba, used in Capoeira Regional, regularly in the roda. And so we're going to be working today on a more Banguela style of movement. It's going to be fluid, low, but yet cooperative. Something that you can play with a partner that doesn't make your partner get all worried and stressed out and go, oh my God, they're trying to kill me. And so that's our focus today, is on more of a Banguela game, more flow, rather than a Salvento Grande game, which is more stiff, upright, and more of a toe-to-toe fighting style of capoeira. So if you're ready to flow, we're ready to flow with you. Vamos embora, we'll move our bench and we'll get our music on. Vamos tocar música. Opa. So to get ready, we're going to do a quick little stretch where we stretch up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We go over to the side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now we're going to use some random esquivas or some dodges as our next set of stretches. In regular physical fitness, they call these things lunges. We call them esquivas or dodges. Our first lunge would be to the side, lock that out, lateral, or lado to the side. So we go over to the side and we lunge. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We lunge to the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. When we switch this time, get your chest to your knee if you can, and put your hand flat on the floor. This ensures that you're really making use of this lunge, or if you need to escape deep for a low kick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Switch sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's important in esquiva that your elbow stay down. Don't esquiva like this because your elbow will get kicked. Keep your arm down, but cover your head. Protect the things that you like a lot. And so now, our next esquiva is esquiva para trás. Some people call this quebra de ginga or breaking the ginga. So get into a ginga base. Now we're going to figure out how to esquiva back or to break the ginga. Turn your hips and lean back away. And as you lean back, make sure your arm is covering your ribs and your hand is covering your face. But you should be looking forward so that you can see the attack coming in case you need to change this esquiva into something else. And now we shift our way forward, turn back to ginga base. We change our base, turn away from the attack, lean away from the attack. Again, elbow in tight, looking forward at the person that's attacking you. We hold here, we come up, we turn. We switch our base. This time, when we lean back, we're going to put our hand flat on the floor. So lean so far back that your hand makes it down to the floor. This is a really good stretch. Now, in a physical fitness class, instead of covering your head, you'd be reaching back. But we're not doing that. We're stretching in esquiva. And so we come back to the front, turn, switch your base, lean back, hand to the floor, still covering your head. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, e 10. And so now we shift, come back to ginga base. Our next esquiva is esquiva de frente. Some people call this descida básico, dropping down into a forward base. And so from here, just let your body go down to the floor. Hand flat on the floor, covering your head from the thing that was attacking you, but also stretching out those muscles. We then are going to go from this into the esquiva para trás. It'll be a little extra stretching going on. So I get up here and lunge back. And I hold here, 1, 2, 3. I come back to my starting position, switch my ginga base, and then I drop down to the floor. Looking forward, head slightly tilted so that I can avoid what's coming at me, protecting myself. Remember, we were getting an extra stretch by escaping back now. From here, esquiva para trás, 1, 2, 3. Come up into base, back into ginga, switch and go down. Hold 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Go to the back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Switch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. To the back. dois, três, quatro, cinco, six. Bonito, which means beautiful, great, awesome job. Since we're in a Ginga base, we're going to use the Ginga now. So let's start to move in Ginga. Ginga, which means swing or sway, is you swinging or swaying from one side of your body to the other. Ginga has a lot of different uses. If you're a fighter, Ginga is you not having a weaker side. In traditional fighting, there's a fighting stance, and then there is a modified fighting stance that some people call southpaw. It means that you're better on one side than you are on the other. Capoeiristas are good on all sides. The sides don't matter with a capoeirista. We can kick from the left, from the right, a forward base, a back base, or a parallel base. That's why we train our movements in all of these bases. We're going to start training a movement in all three of our bases. The first movement we're going to train is called queixada. Queixada means jawbreaker. I'm trying to bring my foot up and around to someone's jaw. In another style of martial arts, it may be called an axe kick. And so we're going to do the queixada from three bases. We're going to start with a back base, then we'll do it from a parallel base, and then we'll do it at the last part from a forward base. So we're going to use our left leg, which on your side is the right side. And so get ready with your right leg. Here we go. Swing, and again. Dois, and again. Três, quatro, one more. Cinco. Beautiful, the bonito. Now what we're going to do is switch to the other side. Same exercise. Dois, três, quatro, e cinco. Awesome. Parallel base. You're going to take your right foot, our left side, and swing 5 times. Dois, três, quatro. Last one. Cinco. Now the other foot. Dois, três, quatro, and cinco. If you would please bring your right leg back into your Ginga base. We're going to do the front leg kick. We're going to start with your left leg, and then we're going to immediately do your right leg. So when you're done with the kick, it's going to come all the way back to behind your body. So turn like we were going to lean away, open up, step in, swing your foot all the way around to the back. Turn your hip, open up, step in, swing. And again. Dois, três, quatro. Last one. Cinco. Beautiful. Now you're doing a great job. Let's go back to Ginga. Just the Ginga. Just the Ginga. Keep doing your Ginga. The music is stopped, so we voltamos. In a capoeira, whenever the music stops, we walk in a circle. But our new song is started up again, so now we move some more. Back into your Ginga. We're going to put those esquivas together. We've done 2 of them together. We'd like to get all 3 of them together. We did the one to the front and the one to the back. But we also want to do the one to the side. So we'll esquiva to the side, then go down, then go back. We're going to go this way first. So let's try this. Esquiva to the side. Now is when we shift back, this leg goes back and we go down to the front. Back and down to the front, and then lean away. Beautiful. Let's esquiva this way. Esquiva to the side, shift and go back. Turn yourself to the back, and the other side. We esquiva de lado, esquiva de frente, esquiva para trás. Beautiful. Esquiva de lado, esquiva de frente, esquiva para trás. Beautiful. Esquiva de lado, esquiva de frente, esquiva para trás. Awesome. Just ginga, please. Just ginga. We're going to start to loosen up our hips a little bit with a movement called desequilibrante. Means disequilibrium or unbalancing. Another name for this movement, which is a lot easier, is banda. Banda also means sweep. Mid-level name for this movement, rasteira. And so, easy name, banda. Kind of hard, rasteira. Really complicated, desequilibrante. It means sweep. So we're going to take our left foot and sweep to the front. Sweep to the front. Sweep to the front. And sweep to the front. 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 Bom amigo. So, we're now starting to get some flow. We're gonna put the sweep with the esquivas. We're gonna sweep and then do those three esquivas, tres esquivas. So, get ready to use your left foot. You sweep, now, esquiva, now, step back, and again, and now we've got some flow. Try your right foot, sweep, and then escape, and go down, and go back, and now we've got some flow going. Our bodies are starting to move. We're doing a sweep, we're doing an escape, we're going back, and again. We're gonna do one more of these, if you would. This leg, here we go. Sweep, 1, 2, and 3. We finally got some flow going. Concept in Banguela is that there should be some flow. It should be nice and easy. So imagine that there's a reason why someone was doing those movements. That move to the side, that move down in front, that move to the back. A sideways moving leg will make your body move to the side. We're gonna do a kick called meia lua de frente, half moon to the front. We're gonna take our right leg, which is your left, and swing it across our bodies. Are you ready? Here it goes. Swing it and go back. Now we'll do the other leg. Swing it and go back. If you gave this sweeping motion, it's possible that your partner would lunge to the side to get out of the way. We're gonna do 2 more. 1, last one, 2. Beautiful. Now, you are doing a movement where you drop down to the front, the forward lunge. The forward lunge might be because something came at you. We use an instep kick called martelo a lot in capoeira. We're going to be using that martelo now. Remember though, we had a bunch of different bases for these kicks. We're going to use those 3 bases for the kicks. Again, just to make sure that your body is moving well. We're going to do a kick from the back leg, then we're going to do a kick from parallel, then we're going to do a kick from the front base. 1 with each leg. You're going to start with your right leg. We're going to start with our left leg. So 1 more ginga, and comes our martelo. And then we do 1 ginga, and we do the same thing. Beautiful. Now, we said we do it from a parallel base. So we're going to use this leg again. We're going to step into the kick like this. Step, kick, step, back. And now the other leg. Step, kick, step, back. Then we said we do a front base. That means you gotta kind of skip forward into this kick. And we're always gonna start on this side. 1 more ginga, so everybody's ready. And this is the moment now where we skip into the kick, bring it back, turn, skip into the kick, and bring it back. Now, if you remember, this is where we start. So we ginga 1 time, we do a martelo. We ginga 1 time, we do a martelo. We ginga 1 time, We step into martelo. We ginga one time. We step into martelo. We ginga one time. We step into martelo. Bring it all the way back. And again. And now we ginga. We're going to start on this side now. So, martelo. Ginga one time. Martelo. Ginga one time. Step into the kick. Ginga one time, step into the kick, and now ginga one time. Here comes your first one, followed by your second one. Awesome, we're gonna do this one last time. You're starting with your left leg this time. Here it is. One time ginga, one time ginga, this leg, instep kick, martelo, other leg, instep kick martelo, one ginga. Now this leg for the martelo to the front, bring it back, and push. Beautiful. Now we got something to work with. What we're gonna try are those instep kicks. Now here's what's gonna happen. You're gonna be doing random instep kicks or random escapes. My demonstrators behind me are also going to be doing random instep kicks and random escapes. The difference is they're going to do the kicks at each other. You can choose to watch one of them and work off of what they're doing or do your own thing. They're going to throw martelo and they're going to escape with a esquiva. Embora. Bonito. Let's all go back to ginga. So we used the instep kick, the martelo, in different forms. We started with that meia lua, and we also used the queixada. So we've had some practice moving our hips. We want to keep that practice going of moving the hips. So now what we're going to do is we're going to mix all three of those kicks together. We're going to throw the meia lua de frente, we're going to throw the queixada, we're going to throw the martelo. The idea is you're going to just start using your legs from the different bases. Try to kick from a different base each time. So if I meia lua here, then I'm going to use the same leg, but from the back next time. So it's a different base. If I use my queixada, the jawbreaker or axe kick from the back base, well then the next time I'm going to try it from the parallel base. And the next time I'm going to try it from the front base. So your goal right now is to try your kicks from different bases. All the kicks you can remember, different base. Back, parallel, and front. Embora. So now that you've had some time to do your kicks, we want to try and move with kicks and escapes. And so, like that first exercise that we did, where you're going to just randomly do kicks and escapes, we're going to do it as well, except they're going to do kicks and escapes at each other. They're going to be using all three of these kicks, but remember the concept of banguela. Banguela was kicking or moving in a way that your partner can escape. It's cooperative capoeira, not toe-to-toe fighting capoeira. Salvamento grande in regional is the fighting. The banguela is the beauty, the cooperation. And so what you're going to see on screen when you're looking over is beautiful movements. What I'm hoping that you're doing right now is also beautiful movements. Embora, beautiful capoeira. And so, banguela is about the beautiful cooperative movements, which means your body needs to flow. We're going to work on some more flow right now in terms of how to easily move with a partner. We did a bunch of esquivas in the beginning. We're going to use that esquiva now to do the esquiva negativa rolê, but just to make it look cooler, we're going to throw in an au. And so, we'll work this one together. We're going to go to the side with an esquiva. Our hand goes down, we turn into our negativa. When we roll around, we're gonna wind up in a position that allows us to do an au, looking to the front. And so as I rolê, here I am, I'm ready to go. Au to the front. Again. Esquiva to the side, drop into the negativa. As we roll, we're going to wind up auling this way. I'm not sure if auling is a word. I might have just made that up. Don't fault me, but you can't look up aul in the dictionary anyway, so I'm okay. As I rolé, my hand comes around. I transition, my body goes up and over. Okay? So your goal is to look to the front and find yourself in an aul position. So if I esquiva to the other side, roll, as I rolé, your right hand hits the floor, and now your left hand reaches up and over. So now, esquiva, negativa, rolé into aul. Embora. Two more, please. Mais dois. Bonito. Back to your Jenga. Now, we talked about Jenga in the beginning. Jenga is a means and a method. One of the things that Jenga can do for me is make me more versatile in my movements. I'm not dependent on only one side of my body. I can strike and escape from both sides, both bases, and equal positions in that base. The other thing that Jenga does when training is it helps me to regulate my breath. If you're huffing and puffing in any situation, you're not at your peak, you're not at your best. If you can control your breath, that's best for you. Jenga allows me to control my breath. The Jenga trains my body that this is normal. Movement is fine. I can breathe even though I'm moving, even though I've been moving, even though I've been physically exerting myself, I still got this. Advanced capoeiristas, they sing while they do these movements to strain and train those lungs even more. And so, don't feel bad if you want to sing while you're doing your movements. It's good training for you. So now, Jenga keeps my body moving. A body in motion stays in motion. It's easier to move when you're already moving. I can start to do my kicks, but my kicks now are only circular kicks. The meia lua de frente, the queixada, and then the cousin of the queixada that we call armada. Armada means a fleet of ships. It is a spinning kick. In other martial arts, a spinning roundhouse kick. And so that armada can be done several ways. From a back base, we stop in Jenga base. I'm going to use the leg that's in the back by twisting my hips as far as I can, and then releasing that leg. I can step into this kick by taking that leg that's in the back and bringing it all the way around to the front, and then twisting to bring this leg up and around. Or I can do the two-step technique, where I take the leg that's in the back, step to parallel, step to the front with the other leg, and then kick. The choice is yours. Do you want to kick from the back, from the front, or take two steps? What we're going to start to do is we're going to start to do the spinning kick. Hopefully, you watching us will help you do it. And so, we begin with armadas. All we're doing right now is armadas, then we'll mix in the other kicks. 3 different bases. The back base, a forward base, a two-step into the forward base, 1, 2. Beautiful. So we're just going to throw some armadas for a few moments. You work on your spinning roundhouse kicks from whichever bases you want to bring them from. Two more, please. Beautiful. So now, we're going to try and put our kicks together. The meia lua de frente, the queixada, and the armada. Our goal is to just link 2 at a time. Meia lua, armada, queixada, armada, meia lua, queixada, queixada, meia lua. Whatever order you want to do them in, just link 2 kicks. Any 2 of those 3. Any combination you want. Let's all get started. I want this one first. And that. Trying to keep that body in motion. Using the flow of my Jenga to take me into something else. Jenga gets me someplace. Use that. Embora. Bonito. So now, you're going to continue your drill at home with kicks and escapes. You're going to mix in your kicks and escapes. You're going to get a visual demonstration of kicks and escapes because they're going to be doing that in the background. One will throw a series of 2 kicks, whatever 2 they want. Then the other one will throw 2 kicks, whatever kicks they want. At home, you throw 2 kicks, but then try to do 2 escapes after your 2 kicks. We want to try to get some kind of cooperative flow. So you be nice to yourself, please. Cooperate with yourself. They'll be nice to each other in the back. They'll cooperate with each other. Embora. Bonito. And so we're going to try to put the concepts together now in the roda. We'll start with the salvento grande de regional, and so that will be toe-to-toe, and that will be trying to make contact. But the students in Mestre Bimba school were very much like family. And so sometimes you really want to beat up your little brother and your little sister, but you know that they are your little brother and little sister, so you are responsible for them. You must take care of them. So if I see that they're open for a martelo, I give the martelo with enough control that we don't pay a visit to the emergency room after class. And so salvento grande has contact, but with control. In a street fight, there's no control, but at least I know how to throw. So your first set of games will be contact with control. warm-up game. Your warm-up game now prepares you. Mestre Bimba's son, Mestre Nenel, has an academy in Salvador, Bahia, the Fundação da Capoeira Regional for the Filhos de Bimba, the sons of Mestre Bimba. Their hall is very small. You must both now stay inside the yellow line in your game. It will require that you play closer. Now, if you go to Mestre Nenel's school, his academy floor is brick, mortar, cobblestone. It's not forgiving. We have a wood floor, so you're okay.
Can I get a water break?
No. Bonito. Now you can get a drink of water. And then we play Banguela. And so the concepts of Salvento Grande and Regional are toe-to-toe fighting. The concepts of Banguela in Capoeira Regional are playing cooperatively with your partner. Now, across the street, theoretically, in Mestre Pastinha's school, there are other toques, the toque de Angola. In Angola, the body moves with more manjinga e molejo. You go to the toque no birimbau. You play to the rhythm of the birimbau. In Regional, we move cadência. Dom, ding, dom, dom, ding, dom, ding, dom, dom, ding. Angola, dom, ding, dom, ding. Angola, like Regional, has different toques, different rhythms. So as you, as a capoeirista, begin to grow in your capoeira, you learn these toques so that you know what the birimbau is asking you to do. In Salvento Pequeno, in Capoeira Angola, the birimbau is asking you to play close with your partner, but not so much on the floor as before in Angola. It wants you to bring your body up. It wants you to challenge your partner a little bit more. When we get to the toque Salvento Grande de Angola, it's usually the same pace, the same speed as the Salvento Grande de Regional, but it's not asking for the same thing. In Mestre Bimba's school, he was training fighters. Salvento Grande in Regional is for fighting. Salvento Grande in Angola is for play. And so you challenge your partner more. You use more up movements. You have fintas, but you still try to make contact with your partner. And so we're going to work on Banguela, which is one of Mestre Bimba's rhythms. Our last class, we worked on some Angola rhythms. In our next class, we'll get back to Angola rhythms. But for now, the toque de Banguela. This is our cooperative game, showing our partner where they can move out of the way of these attacks. Our game is close and more low than high. It does not mean you cannot get up and do kicks. It means that you want to stay close if possible and stay low if possible. The talkies in Capoeira, as played by Birimbao, tell you and I what to do in the roda. Traditionally in Capoeira Regional, the class would end with the esquenta banho. After everyone had played in the roda and after the talkies Giona and the formados had played, the esquenta banho was the cool down. Everybody had a chance to relax while waiting to get into the shower. And so nobody here is taking a shower, but we're gonna have an esquenta banho. We're gonna have a cool down. Our class is officially over, but we're gonna relax a little bit and play, relax for just a few moments in homage to the Capoeira Regional. The other thing that would happen at the end of the Capoeira Regional would be the hino, the Capoeira Regional. Mestre Bimba would play the hino or the hymn of Capoeira Regional, and that was a moment of silence, and then class would be over. And so we're gonna have our Esquenta Banho now. You're welcome to join us, train some more, play with us, do what you can, and come to class. You might like it here. Adeus, adeus e boa viagem. Tchau, tchau, gente.